Welcome back to the Collective. If you're one of those people who has ever wished that there was a cheat code to life, to relationships, to hacking your mindset, then you are in luck. Today, I'm going to teach you in 5 easy steps how to master your life. And honestly, it's not that difficult. It's just through mastering your emotions. Because when you master your emotions, you can master anything. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, grab a pen and tag a friend because this one is going to be really good and truly it can be life changing. Okay. So step number one is that we get to name and tame our emotions. Okay. So I'm from Gen Y. And so I kind of grew up in that generation of I felt some kind of way. And while that's all great and dandy, when we name our emotions, it is better to put us, or it's easier to put us back in control. So, like truly, when you start to feel kind of unkiltered or off your square, I want you to say, like, am I angry? Am I anxious? Am I agitated? Am I hurt? Am I confused? And it's perfectly okay that in the moment you're not really sure exactly what the emotion is, but it's important that we go back and we explore that. Also, call your emotion by name. Like, hey, anxiety, I see you, but what we're not going to do is allow you to derail my day. Like, hey, anger, I see you rearing your ugly head, but you and I are not going back and forth right now. I'm not going to allow you to ruin my day. Like, it's perfectly fine to acknowledge what the emotion is so that you can appropriately deal with it, because how we manage different emotions truly matters. Now, after we have named and tamed our emotions, we get to explore number two, which is, what is this truly about? Because I don't know about y'all, but I am totally guilty of really overreacting to what was really a simple issue, or judging or misplacing my response, right? So are you truly angry about a snarky email, or are you feeling unnoticed? Do you feel like you're overworked, or do you feel like you are harboring some level of resentment because you're underappreciated? Because these are very different things. Like, if you're upset about the snarky emails, like, am I being disrespected? Or are you not setting effective boundaries? Are you not drawing a line about what you're willing to do and how far you're willing to go? And now you're upset because you haven't put in place some structure around your task, your assignments, and what you're responsible for. Very different solutions to a simple catalyst. Got it? Cool. So now we have acknowledged that we have an issue. We named and tamed it. We've decided what's about. Number three, I want you to take some deep breaths. And no, the breaths that you those right as you get really angry, those do not count. Like, they don't count for nothing. I'm sorry. I want you to take deep belly breaths like you are a yoga instructor. Like, deep in through your nose, hold it, and then out through your mouth. Because when you slow down to actually breathe, you put yourself back in control. You stop everything and it allows you to pause for just a moment, and you're able to be like, what's going on here? Because main characters, we don't do meltdowns, we do power moves. So when you slow everything down, you get to say, why am I actually upset? Is it something that I can deal with in this very moment? Is it something that's actually not about this? It allows you to process the things that we did in step one and step two, okay? It gives your nervous system that reset that you were looking for. Cool? Cool. Number four, we're going to reframe the story. Like, when something really jarring happens to you, when you're in a really volatile situation, when the emotions are flying high and you're trying to figure out how to respond. I've been there, y'all, where you typing up the email, then you hit backspace like 6 times. I want you to stop. You're doing your breathing. We move on to number four, which is truly considering, what's the most powerful thing I can do in this moment? Let's reframe it. Truly, I want you to consider, is this a time for me to pop up or pop off, or is this time for me to level up? Do I truly want to go for the jugular, or do I want to take this as an opportunity to reintroduce myself, reiterate what per my last email, right? Is this a time for you to really lose it? Or is it a time for you to prove that you actually know what you're talking about? Or is it a time to stay silent? Like, truly, is this something that you forward? Is this something that you leave right here? Like, you absolutely do not have to unravel. That's on you. And then number 5, we take intentional action, okay? Take one bold move that aligns with your peace, one bold move that's going to give you joy and it's going to sustain your integrity, like who you claim that you want to be. And then I say this because main characters just don't sit around hoping that things are going to work out. They move in a way that ensures that they work out. Like whatever it is that you decide, just make sure that it's not something that you're going to regret later, okay? Cool. So just remember, emotions are one of those things that we're not facing. It's one of those things that we are owning. It's one of those things that we are standing in. It's one of those things that we are acknowledging, but we're not allowing them to control us. We are calming down, taking just a moment to breathe, to take it all in, and then we are reacting. We are responding instead of reacting. Got it? Cool. I hope so this serves and supports you. I love you guys so very much. Have an excellent day on purpose, y'all, and we'll talk in the next one. Bye.